Who are you talking to? Oh, my fly's undone. As I went past it. I realised you were filming that way.
Whoopsies! Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. We're coming at ya with another sort of day in the life video. It's what I eat in a day, so I'm not going to show you everything that I do in a day, but I'm going to show you what I eat in a day because people ask that a lot. If you're not already subscribed, then I will let you pause and do that right now. I do not have the healthiest diet in the world. I forewarn you now, you are not going to see me like eating raw vegetables that I grow in my garden. Love to be that woman one day, but I'm not there yet. A lot of the time with the mom life lifestyle that I have, I'm kind of eating what I can when I can and whatever's left over on my daughter's plate. So yeah, not the healthiest diet, but people ask what I eat in a day, wanted to see this video, so I'm gonna share it anyway. No judgment. Forgive me, I should say. Feel free to judge, because it's really not the best diet in the world. I start every day with water. I keep this water bottle beside my bed at all times. I keep it beside me at all times, all throughout the day. I never don't have this in my hand. After I've had a few sips of my water, I have coffee because I can't start a day without my coffee. I'm not a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker. Yes, I am. I need coffee to keep up with this one, that's for sure. At around 8:30, we have breakfast together, and we normally eat the same thing. I normally make Bowie scrambled eggs with a little bit of milk and some grated cheese and a lot of chopped spinach. It's the one time in the day I can trick her into eating vegetables that she can see. So I do that every morning. It tastes delicious. So me and my husband usually eat that as well. I'll just make enough for all of us. Sometimes we have it with a bit of toast. Sometimes I'll have oatmeal as well. And if I'm just feeling lazy and indulgent, then I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch because that's my favorite cereal. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't just eat oats and eggs every morning. Sometimes a lot of the time, I eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch because I'm a grown-up and that's okay. Everybody in my house gets peckish well before lunchtime, so we all have a snack. Usually like a Cliff Bar or something that's not super great for you, like that. I feel like it's not awful for you, maybe. Anyway, it tastes good, and that's what I eat because it's easy and convenient, especially on the days. Some days we have a part-time nanny who's just here for a few hours in the morning, and I try and stay hidden away in my office because if Bowie sees me, then it's just like game over. So I just take something with me into my room as soon as the nanny gets here in the morning, and I kind of lock myself in until she's done so I can get as much work done as possible. So something that I can just easily take in there with me, it's usually a Cliff Bar or a banana or something like that. Yes, baby. Okay, so it's time to make breakfast. So I'm going to show you guys what we do. Two of us are eating. Bowie will usually eat like, I don't know, maybe half of a scrambled egg. Maybe a whole one if I'm really lucky. So I'm just going to make 2 scrambled eggs today for me and you because Daddy's out at work. Let's see if I can do this with one hand, Bo. Yeah, no shell. Okay. 1 down, 1 to go. I'm just gonna whisk these up a little bit with a fork. I do most things with one hand these days, which is not always practical for cooking, but scrambled eggs are pretty easy. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of Bowie's whole milk that she has with her morning and evening bottle, and I'm just gonna pour like a splash, just a splash. Then I'm gonna add some mozzarella. You can use whatever cheese you have on hand. You don't have to use cheese, but she loves cheese, so it entices her to eat it a little bit more. Okay, the last bit is our spinach. And to do that, I'm gonna have to put Bowie down because I'm gonna have to chop this spinach up with a big old knife. I like to err on the side of too much spinach. Whenever I need to do something in the kitchen that's a bit dangerous, I just set her down on the floor a little bit away with a bowl and a spoon and a whisk. And that will keep your kid entertained while you do what you need to do. What are you gonna bake up for me, I'll make the eggs. You get bacon. You're gonna make some cake? What are you doing? Are you making a cake? Good girl. She's such a good baby. I need to get one of those cutting boards that like sticks itself to your counter because this thing is just sliding all over the place, which can't be safe. I hope nobody's cringing at how I'm using this knife. I really have only gotten super well acquainted with my kitchen in the past year or two, so I don't know if all of my technique is right, but my food tastes good, all right? I'm just gonna dump that straight in there. It doesn't look particularly delicious right now, but it's gonna be good. This pan is amazing. It's from Great Jones, the best pan ever. I'm like a walking infomercial for this pan. I tell all of my friends about it. There's no oil, there's no butter, nothing in this pan. And you'll see these eggs are just moving around no problem. And when I wash the pan after I'm all done with the eggs, all of this crusty bit that kind of gets stuck to the sides with hot water just immediately melts right off, and it looks brand spanking new without even having to use any soap. I use soap because that would be unsanitary if I didn't use soap. Pretty hungry today, so I'm also gonna have some oatmeal. And yes, this is instant oatmeal because I'm not fancy. This is what my breakfast looks like this morning. Looks pretty scrumptious. That's what Bowie's breakfast looks like this morning. I will probably also give her some berries or something, but I don't like to show her those berries before she's eaten her eggs. Because if I show her the sweet stuff, then the eggs don't get eaten. Say, see you at lunch. We're not there yet. Snack time.
I wish this was a Cliff Bar. Just saying.
It's lunchtime. We are going to have some leftovers from dinner last night because we made a delicious meal and I made way too much food on purpose so that we would have delicious leftovers because it was a meal that everybody enjoyed so much. It was shrimp fried rice. And I don't know how I feel about microwaving and reheating shrimp. So I'm gonna leave the shrimp out of it today, but it's still got good protein in it because there's loads of scrambled eggs in the fried rice and there is a ton of vegetables. It's made with brown rice. It's a bit time consuming with the rice part, but if you have leftover rice in the fridge, this is an awesome meal to repurpose that leftover rice. And the other bits are really, really quick to cook up. The shrimp and the egg and all the vegetables, and then mixing it all together with the sauce probably takes like 20 minutes to do. I try not to spend more than 5 minutes cooking any meal apart from dinner. And that's why when I make dinner, I commit a lot of time to it and usually make way too much food so that we have delicious leftovers for other lunches and dinners. So this is lunch today. We've got snow peas, broccoli, lots of carrots, egg, onion, and just a bunch of deliciousness. Bowie is boycotting the fried rice, so she's eating something else for lunch, but more for me. I am just getting Bowie's dinner ready really quick, and while I'm doing that and while she's eating, I'm prepping dinner for me and Josh, which I will cook after we put her down to sleep. But Josh and I have committed to trying a mainly pescatarian diet for the year. We'll see how long we last, but for the yes, for the year, hopefully forever.
No. I said month.
For a month.
I said for January.
Well, 1 month isn't really gonna like impact the planet.
What's going on in my hair right now?
It's a little wild.
Hello.
It's the end of the day.
You're joking right about the year.
I've been feeding us really well and getting really creative in the kitchen. But also I've just been doing kind of like a go-to hodgepodgey kind of dinner that we actually love. And you could do this with any kind of meat, but I've never cooked anything like this while we were eating meat for some reason. Basically, you just take all of the vegetables in your fridge that you like, and you chop them up into bite-sized pieces, and you roast them in the oven And then you just put them all together in a bowl and it's that easy. You can also include a grain if you want to include a grain. Today I'm going to be using chickpeas, garbanzo beans as well, just for extra protein. I use oil and spices that are delicious on all of the vegetables, so you can eat it without a dressing, but we're going to do a peanut dressing because we love that. Just a little drizzle of that adds a nice flavor. Bowie wants the music, and we can't have no copyright, or we can't have copyright music on this channel. So I'm just going to show you vegetables now and show you the process of making this delicious, super easy dinner. And then I'll show you us eating it, because that's what this video is, what I ate in a day. So weird, but I hope you're enjoying. This is what we got today. We got sweet potato, some shallots, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, which I'm gonna actually roast whole and then chop after they're cooked. Got some lemon, garlic, peanut butter, and olive oil for the dressing. Fun fact, trying to grind pepper with a toddler in your arms is no easy feat. Please comment below with any pepper grinder recommendations, because this one sucks and it's really hard to do. All I used on the broccoli and cauliflower, like I said, is olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then on the sweet potato and shallots, I use salt and pepper. I haven't mixed it together yet, which is why it looks like a whole lot of pepper. But I'm also going to add some garlic powder. I like to overspice my food, by the way, so you don't need to go so crazy with everything, but it'll taste good if you do. And I'm gonna use some paprika. This is a very deep bowl, so that will get distributed. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of cumin as well. So I'm just gonna mix that all up with my hands, and I'm gonna use those same spices on the chickpeas, which I'm going to pan fry on the stove while this is all in the oven cooking. Again, I apologize for my lack of technique, but you know what? I grew up watching my nonna cooking in the kitchen, and I feel like you are not a real Italian if you don't use your hands to just get in there and make your food. You know what I mean? If you're Italian, comment below if you understand what I'm saying. The veggies are on 2 separate pans. I'm going to pop this in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Then I'm gonna pop those in as well for another 15 minutes or so. And then for the last 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna put some Parmesan on this, and I'm gonna line the kale on top of this. I'm gonna leave that for another 5 to 10, and then it's all done. While that's happening, I'm gonna cook my drained and rinsed chickpeas with all of those spices I mentioned before on the stovetop. And right now I'm just quickly making the sauce with peanut butter, a little bit of olive oil. You can use sesame oil if you want a more Asian flavor. I'm using a little bit of lemon, half the lemon here, because I'm gonna also drizzle more lemon on the broccoli and cauliflower when it's all done, and 1 clove of garlic. I think that's it. I have no measurements for the sauce. I'm just going to do it to taste and hope for the best.
Delicious.
Bon appetit. It's just a giant bowl of vegetables.
My face isn't really in this.
All right. You're too tall. Just go like that. How long should I film us just eating?
Can we turn it off?
No. This is our last food, that we eat of the day, which is dun 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 dun, mini eggs, because Easter's around the corner. I can't sleep without eating some sort of sugary, carby shit that's not good for you. So I just eat it. I don't recommend it, but I will say it makes me very happy. I think we eat like relatively healthy throughout the day, but
Eat healthy. Just eat what makes you happy.
and in moderation. On that note, we're gonna finish this entire bag of mini eggs and call it a night. Bye! Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other really exciting videos from the Beech Familia.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Tomorrow it could be eating a Twix on the couch.
You never know.
Au revoir.
Like,
Au
comment,
revoir.
subscribe. You know the deal. See you in the next one. Mwah!